Hi everyone, just let you know the Cannon X and Cannon L. If you want to install the Rhino Rock backbone system, so I choose the D-Max and Holden Colorado. That's one. That the backbone is not 100% suit for the GWM Cannon X. So I will let you know how to install it. So the front, there are 4 holes. If you remove the roof rail, the original manufacturer one. So the first one, I use the hex screw, this one, hex bolts, yeah. And I make the little umbrella, just prevent in the future the water will be leaking in. So this one. The second one, you can see, still use the hex bolts. The original give you the hex bolts, not the from the backbone. Rhino backbone give you the bolts. That is 8 mil diameter. So this one is 6 mil. So original hole is 6 mil. So you cannot use the 8 mil one. All right. So this one is easy. So you just make the hole this one. But the tricky part is a real bracket. You can't. It doesn't have any hole to exactly match for the real bracket. So you have 2 options. All right. First one, you drill the hole in the middle. In the roof, you need to take off all the roof liner. But I don't want to drill any holes in my roof liner. All right. And on the roof. So, and the other option is, this is what's the owner group, the Simon the story give me the suggestion, but I think this one is a little bit wobbly, not too much, but if I want to put the really heavy load on the roof, I don't want to make it risky. See, because there's only support from this side, so another side it doesn't have any support. All right, so what should I do? I use this base plate on the top to have a press just to cover for this bracket. And because the bracket have like maybe 2 millimeters thickness, so I need to have like 2 millimeters thickness the plate put at the bottom, and this plate is cover that plate, so that will be 100% secure, because your boat won't be full out. So let's have a look at the other side. So from this side, it's very, very secure. You even can't hold it. You even can't shake it. All right. So what did I do? I put the top plate, and behind the top plate, under the top plate, they have a 2 millimeters thickness plate. I will show you how I made this plate. All right. So here is the plate I put the underneath of the big plate. I cut this plate in the middle. So each one, this hole is pretty small, maybe 5 millimeters diameter. So I need to use the drill to 6, and make sure that the original bolts will be through this plate. It's pretty tricky when I do in the installation. I will show you. Make sure when you drill the plate, you put some screws, because this plate you cannot hold it to drill. It will be too risky and you will get injured. So just make sure when you're doing the things. So here are two underneath plates I made, and after you grinding, I use the grinder to cut it. After you grinding it, it's pretty sharp. You need to use this metal profile to make it not sharp. All right, if it's too sharp on the roof, it will be damaged on your roof, and also when you move it, it will be damaged on will be hurt your finger. So just keep in mind. And here I will remove these two bolts, come out, and put this plate underneath this big plate. All right, so let's have a look. This bolt is really hard to tighten it, and really hard to install it as well. So just keep your patience. I do this to maybe take maybe 10 to 15 minutes. That's really hard because you need to use the winch and use the spinner. But I tried all the methods. Even the angle one is because this have an angle, so you can't have too much room to screw it. So that's pretty tricky part, but I will show you when I finish. So now I take off this plate. So I will show you how I do this, what's the fundamental things. All right, so this one is the seal tape. You can get in Bunnings for $10. It's huge. And I just cut the small pieces, put on underneath, and exactly just to put above the hole, you know, to cover the things and prevent the water will be leaking in the future. All right, I don't want to my roof leak. But if you want to secure all the secure things, you can put some silicone. But I haven't, because if I put silicone when I type for the bolts, this will be too hard and too sticky. I don't want that feeling. Even this tape is pretty sticky. See? So it's a screw. This one is pretty short. So if you use the original screw of this roof rail, I don't recommend. This screw is 20 to 25 mils. That should be enough. All right. So this plate I just made, I put in here. All right. Put in here. Yeah. So this hole just exactly covered. Yep. And this plate, you also can put it in. Okay. Just hit that plate. That's bracket. And what's the next one? I dropped to here. This one is another plate I made in here. I will put in exactly right position. Maybe forgive me. Maybe moved another angle. So that's really tricky because you don't have too much room to put your finger in. So that's I only can use this screwdriver. Take it out. Too much room to put your finger in. So that's I only can use this screwdriver. Take it out. Yeah. Out. see, it's very sticky. So that's I put to this angle. Yeah, that's the one exactly above the hole. All right, and I put this plate through these tiny holes. Yep, that's the one. See? So the plates will be, after I bolt it, it will be sitting on the top of the bracket. So that's the fundamental. It will be not let it shaking anymore. It's very secure. When I finish, I can show you the results. So here we are. I finished this. Very solid front. Front only have one screw, one bolt in, and the back have two bolts and cover the plate on the brackets. So that's even really solid as well. Not move. And I will see in the future if they have a leaking, I will put silicone. All right, but as I think, because I already have like a rubber seal, that's really sticky one, so that will be all the bolts have the rubber, so I don't think it will be cause any leaking. Okay, all good. Now I will put the platform on.